My name is Rob Cardis, President and CEO here at Lambton College. Before we begin, I'd like to open with our land acknowledgement, which is something we do before every important event, and certainly at this moment in our history is ever so important. Lambton College is located on the beautiful homeland that is the traditional territory of the Ojibwe, Potawatomi, and Odawa First Nations. These three individual nations make up the traditional Three Fires Confederacy. We acknowledge the grace and the welcome they have always offered our students, staff, and guests at Lambton College. I'm so pleased to be here today and to be here in person. Even in a small group setting, to host an event on our campus, the energy is amazing. And I certainly feel extremely privileged to welcome our special guests. First, the Honourable Jill Dunlop, Minister of Colleges and Universities, and Bob Bailey, our Member of Provincial Parliament for Sarnia-Lambton. Welcome to both of you. We are so pleased to have you here today, and so pleased again that it's in person. I want to also welcome all of our community representatives, partners, faculty, and staff who are joining us in a virtual capacity this morning via the Lambton College YouTube channel. Welcome to all of you, and thank you for taking the time to be with us today on this beautiful summer day. It's not lost on me that we get to gather together right here in our Nova Chemicals Health and Research Center, our very first in-person announcement. And we made it just over a year ago, just before COVID, we opened this facility in this very spot. Less than a year after officially doing that, just down the hall, our gymnasium would be transformed into a 150-bed field hospital designed to assist our partners at Blue Water Health as they diligently prepared for the increase of COVID-19 patients in our community. We've come a long way since those very early days of the pandemic and have remained committed throughout to support and respond as a college to whatever our community has needed. I'm so proud of the many ways our college, our employees, and of course, our students have stepped up to help our community when needed, and we will continue to do that. There's great truth in the term stronger together, and I think our community response to COVID-19 and our commitment to facing it together is an excellent example of what happens when we collaborate in support of our family, our friends, and our neighbors. At this time, I'd like to invite one of the biggest fans of Lambton College, our Chair of the Board of Governors, Janice McMichael-Dennis, to the podium to say a few words on behalf of our Board of Governors.
Thank you so much. You're too kind. And thank you, Rob. Good morning, everyone. As Chair of the Lambton College Board of Governors, it is my absolute pleasure to be here with you this morning and to welcome Minister Dunlop to our wonderful campus. It's also my absolute pleasure to welcome our very good friend, MPP Bob Bailey, a good friend to Lambton College always, here with us today. Welcome also to all our guests and those who have joined us via live stream. It's such a pleasure to have everyone. I agree with Rob, being back here on campus, how thrilling is that? You walk in here and it just reminds you what a world-class institution Lambton College is. Really, this place changes lives, and I couldn't be more proud to be affiliated with them, and all of you. Our mission at Lambton College is very clear. It's student and community success. We know we can't have one without the other, and we know they are so tied together. We know that they are very, very important as we move forward in our post-pandemic world. And we know that success is going to rely upon a unified vision of where we want our college and our community to go, hand in hand, working together. When I look forward to the future of our beloved Lambton College and my beloved Lambton College, under the wonderful, outstanding leadership of our new CEO, Rob Cardis, well, I couldn't be more happier for what I see in the future. And then I look at this amazing community and our potential, and I see the beginning of an extraordinary new era, one in which all of us who live here, work here, play here, and study here will really prosper in Sarnia-Lambton. The path forward is one we'll take together, and today is but one step in that path, and such an important step that we're so happy to be involved with as we move forward with Lambton College and the City of Sarnia and Lambton County, and move forward and continue our tradition of success. Again, it gives me such great pleasure to say a welcome and to welcome everybody here to this wonderful day. And certainly I want to acknowledge the continued support that we receive from our community, from our partners, from our students, and from our provincial government. We don't miss anything, and we're oh so very grateful. So thank you so much. As Rob said, we are so much stronger together. And today, another great example of that. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Janice. Our college's response to the pandemic has certainly been expansive. From collaborative research projects such as providing much-needed hand sanitizer to frontline workers in the Sarnia-Lambton area, to the development of action plans for long-term care homes. Our students also stepped up in a huge way, ready and willing to use their training to help. Many of our health students were hired to do COVID-19 screening at our hospital. Our PSW students continued working in our long-term care homes throughout the pandemic, and we even had our own nursing students assist with some of the very first vaccination injections in our community. Our next speaker knows certainly firsthand the far-reaching impacts the pandemic has had on small communities, the impressive work our frontline healthcare workers put forward every day, as well as the importance of our continued collaboration as we work towards our post-pandemic recovery and future growth in our region. It's with great pleasure that I ask you to please welcome Bob Bailey, Member of Provincial Parliament, Sarnia-Lambton, to the podium, who joins us today for a special announcement. Bob?
Well, thanks, Rob, and congratulations 3 weeks into your new assignment. And I know we expect great things from you, from this community, as Lambton College has always stepped up to the plate and did a great job. And thank you, Janice McMichael-Dennis, for being here today and for your leadership you've shown both in the community and in your business role, and of course here with the Board of Governors over the last number of years. And thanks for that kind introduction, Rob. And it's a tremendous privilege for me to be in person today here at Lambton College, along with my colleague, the Minister of College and University, the Honourable Jill Dunlop, the new President and CEO of Lambton College, Rob Cardis, and the Chair, of course, of Lambton College Board of Governors, Janice McMichael-Dennis. I should have read this first before I went off the cuff, right? Anyway, I always do that. Anyway, also Shannon Landry, Chief of Nursing at Blue Water Health, and of course the recent Lambton College graduate, Courtney Cheswick, which I met earlier this morning, for today's important announcement. There's no question that after the last 16 plus months, we all understand the value of a strong, resilient healthcare system. Nurses and PSWs are the cornerstone of that system. On a daily basis, nurses continue to be there for us and for our loved ones in a time of need. However, there's a large gap between the number of nurses we currently have and the current and future needs of the system, particularly in sectors where frontline workers care for our most vulnerable patients, such as long-term care home and community care, and of course acute care. We need more registered nurses and registered practical nurses in Ontario. That's why I'm pleased to announce today that the Ontario government is providing up to $591,942 to increase enrollment in nursing education and programs at Lambton College. Ladies and gentlemen, this is part of the government's recent announcement of up to $35 million in funding to support the expansion of enrollment in nursing education across the province and programs at publicly assisted colleges and universities across Ontario. Today's funding announcement, will support the education of up to 60 additional students in practical nursing programs, as well as up to 5 additional students in nursing baccalaureate programs right here at the college, at Lambton College. This investment also increases learning supports for clinical placements so nursing and personal support worker students in long-term care get the clinical education they need to succeed. For nurses already working in long-term care, they can grow their careers by working as clinical experts, supervising new student placements. Increasing enrollment opportunities for nursing education at Ontario's publicly assisted colleges and universities for fall 2021 and winter 2022 semesters. This means there's a potential to add up to 1,131 practical nursing and 873 Bachelor of Science in Nursing graduates into the province's healthcare system in the coming years. If we want to increase the number of frontline healthcare workers in Ontario, we must be determined, innovative, and collaborative. Our post-secondary education sector has been and will continue to be critical in this effort. In the past year, if the past year has taught us anything, it's that through innovation and flexibility, we can improve the way we educate our workforce. I have every confidence that Ontario's colleges and universities, under the leadership of Minister Dunlop, can provide high-quality education, including clinical educational opportunities for the additional nursing students that pursue the expanded enrollment opportunities we're highlighting here today. Ultimately, this should lead to an increase in the supply of registered practical nurses and registered nurses available to work in our healthcare system. Since the onset of COVID-19, this government has encouraged post-secondary education institutions to focus on programs that support essential frontline, high-demand areas, which includes programs such as nursing. Part of the Ontario Long-Term Care Staffing Plan commits to increasing the supply of healthcare workers by accelerating and expanding education and training pathways. This announcement today and this investment is just one more way our government is taking action to increase that supply, providing more opportunities to educate additional nursing students, and by helping to ensure our friends and loved ones can receive that level of health care they expect and deserve in the great province of Ontario. Thank you.
Thank you, Bob. My sincere thanks to you. We're extremely grateful to the province for providing this support and additional funding for our college. Ultimately, this announcement means there will be more nursing graduates to fill the demand for nurses in our region, and that's just an awesome thing. It's really a big win, not only for our students, but for the post-secondary system and our region's healthcare system. After what we have just experienced in smaller communities like ours, this is clearly the solution for the demand for more nurses, so thank you again. On that note, I'm very, very pleased to introduce our next speaker, the Honourable Jill Dunlop, Minister of Colleges and Universities.
Great, thank you so much. And Rob, congratulations on your new position. I'm about a week longer on the job than you are, but I do know that our experience in the college sector has taught us well and will lead us as we are embarking on our new careers. And thank you, MPP Bailey, for having me to your riding today. It's always exciting to be in Sarnia-Lambton. Well, I'm here at Lambton College as I undertake my new role as the new Minister of Colleges and Universities. As I take on this new role, I look forward to working with our world-class post-secondary institutions to tackle some of our province's greatest challenges. Ontario's colleges play a critical role in preparing students and graduates with the skills and training they need to thrive and prosper in their careers. And by working together and continuing to build these bridges, I know we can accomplish many great things together. The COVID pandemic has shed a light on Ontario's healthcare system and the challenges, obstacles, and barriers we face in the sector. Our government is working tirelessly to overcome these challenges to ensure Ontarians have access to the healthcare services they need and deserve, which is why we're gathered here today. There's a gap between the number of trained nurses we have and the current and future needs of the system, particularly in sectors where frontline workers care for some of our province's most vulnerable patients in long-term care and community care homes. There is a dire need for more registered nurses and registered practical nurses in Ontario that are ready to hit the ground running and embark on rewarding careers in our healthcare sector. That's why our government is providing up to $591,942 to help increase enrollment in nursing education programs at Lambton College. This is part of our recent announcement and to support the expansion of enrollment in nursing education programs at publicly assisted colleges and universities across Ontario with $35 million in funding. This funding will support the education of up to 60 additional students in practical nursing programs right here at Lambton College. This investment increases learning supports for clinical placements so students working in long-term care settings have access to the hands-on training they need to succeed. By increasing enrollment opportunities for nursing education at Ontario's colleges and universities in fall 2021 and winter 2022 semesters, we're paving the path to add up to 1,131 practical nursing and 873 Bachelor of Science in Nursing graduates into the province's healthcare system in the coming years. To increase the number of frontline healthcare workers here at home, we must prioritize collaboration and partnerships and be determined to find new and innovative ways to meet our needs coming out of the pandemic and beyond. And our post-secondary sector is critical in these efforts. If the past year has taught us anything, it's through resiliency, innovation, and flexibility that we can advance and revamp the way we prepare our workforce. I have every confidence that Ontario's colleges and universities will provide high-quality education and training opportunities for the nursing students pursuing the expanded enrollment opportunities we're highlighting today. Ultimately, this initiative will lead to an increase in the supply of registered practical nurses and registered nurses available to work in our healthcare system. Since the onset of COVID-19, our government has encouraged post-secondary institutions to prioritize programs that support essential frontline, high-demand areas, including programs such as nursing. Part of Ontario's long-term care staffing plan commits to increasing the supply of healthcare workers by accelerating and expanding education and training pathways. Today's investment is just one more way our government is taking action to increase this supply. Providing more opportunities to educate additional nursing students and helping to ensure our friends and loved ones can receive the level of health care they expect and deserve in Ontario. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Minister Dunlop, for your participation in today's announcement and continuing to support the needs of our students, our community, and our college. It's really, really great to have you here today. Thank you. I have no doubt that our region will emerge from the pandemic stronger, and Lambton College remains committed, as I said earlier, to play a leadership role in that shared evolution. Part of that commitment lies in our dedication to continue to support the training, skills development, and programming required to help propel our community and our province on the path to economic recovery and prosperity. We know that bridging the gap between post-secondary education, industry, and community partners is absolutely critical to ensure our graduates develop the knowledge and experience required for our new global workforce. This is truly exciting news that we've received today, and we look forward to welcoming more nursing students in our college in the coming months. And of course, I am certain our team, and I saw Karen Murray here, our coordinator of our nursing program, who helps to lead that team on the ground, our faculty team. Our team will continue to deliver the highest quality nursing education available through our world-class facilities, outstanding faculty, and in collaboration with our partners, our great partners like Blue Water Health. On that note, next, I'm very excited to invite Shannon Landry, Chief Nursing Executive at Blue Water Health and another big champion of Lambton College, especially our nursing students, to the podium. Say a few words.
Thank you so much, Rob. I'm very, very excited to be here today. As the Chief Nursing Executive at Blue Water Health and also as a proud nurse. Thank you, MPP Bailey. Thank you, Minister Dunlop, for this opportunity to increase nursing admissions in our community. Thank you, fellow Lambton College board members, Mr. Cardis, Lambton Executive, and all staff for the invitation to speak today. Nursing, my passion, my life, my career. There are 116,000 nurses here in Ontario, approximately. That number fluctuates. 58,000 of those are RPNs. We know the rate of nursing growth is lagging, potentially heading to a nursing shortage, as we've already heard today, both across the province and across the country. One of the strategies to help prevent this shortage is to increase the number of students accepted into college nursing programs. So thank you so much for this announcement today. Lambton has taken this great opportunity to increase their admissions to ensure the community healthcare workforce remains stable and to keep our own trained nurses in our community. It is important to increase the number of nurses trained in the community so they will be more apt to stay in our community and work. Blue Water Health is thrilled and always ready to do what we can to work with Lambton College in precepting and partnering for the stability of our nursing workforce. This exceptional partnership and increase in admissions for nurses helps Blue Water Health build a solid workforce, helps Lambton College ensure the best educational success for students, and provides the Sarnia-Lambton community with a growing healthcare workforce. I commend Lambton College for their forward thinking and innovation, and I speak on behalf of Blue Water Health that this increase in nursing placements will enhance the healthcare workforce in Sarnia-Lambton and let more individuals experience the passion for nursing and a lifelong career. Thank you, Mr. Cardis, Sylvana McDonald, and the health sciences faculty for this accomplishment. And I look forward to continuing to work with you for nursing education to assure successful nursing student experiences. Thank you.
Thank you, Shannon, to both you and the rest of your team at Blue Water Health who continue to work with our students to further develop their skills. And just on a personal note, I always knew we had a great relationship with Blue Water Health, but the pandemic has just been an unbelievable way to put focus on that, and it's just been great working with you and your team, so thank you. I also want to take a moment to now acknowledge the dedication of our students, faculty, and staff who actually took time to work on the front line over the last 18 months and did so without hesitation, but with confidence in their skills, their compassion, and their support of community partners like Blue Water Health. I remain in awe of the many ways our students and staff responded and excelled during COVID-19. Our next speaker is a true testament to the power of that very perseverance. Please welcome Courtney Cheswick, who is going into her third year of our Bachelor of Science nursing program here at Lambton College.
All right, so my name is Courtney Cheswick, and as President Cardis mentioned, I am going into my third year of the BSCM program here at Lambton College, and I am so honored to have been asked to say a few words at today's event. It's hard to put into words what it felt like to be pursuing a nursing degree going into a pandemic, but I'm so thankful that I decided to go through with it. Like my fellow students, we had to deal with the transition to remote learning and navigate the ins and outs of learning our coursework in a pandemic. But as a nursing student, we all had to understand as what the pandemic meant for our chosen profession and the new reality of what it means to be a nurse during a global health crisis. Prior to enrolling at Lambton College, I have been an RPN before, and I worked as a dialysis nurse at a regional hospital in Windsor. And during that time, I decided that I wanted to go back to school to pursue to become a registered nurse because my end goal is to work in a emerge or ICU. I wanted to further my knowledge and my career as a nurse, so I applied to Lambton College and was so excited when I found out that I was accepted and to continue my journey in my nursing career. Despite all the challenges of the past year, the program has been amazing, and I can't believe how much experience I've already gained. I was so lucky to have the opportunity to work at Blue Water Health in the past year, where I got to help out with the first community's vaccine clinics. I have to say, being a part of that team, giving the first couple vaccines here at Sarnia Lambton was one of the most rewarding experiences of my nursing career. I was also a part of the mobile swab team, so that I went out to the nursing homes and performed swabbing when there was COVID outbreaks, and also helped vaccinate our local seniors. That was a really big thing for me because I knew I was playing a huge part in my community. Deciding to become a nurse wasn't an easy choice for me, but so far it's been one of the best decisions I've made. The joys of nursing far outweighs the negatives, and it's super rewarding to care for people and advance their health. I've already had so many amazing experiences, and that I know I will carry forever the rest of my career. As I speak to my friends that are still in school or trying to think of what they want to do career-wise, I always tell them that nursing is a fantastic career choice, but you have to be able to give the compassion and have a caring heart to become a nurse. Because the patient you are assisting is always somebody's loved one, and they deserve to receive the best care possible. I am so thankful that I chose to pursue my nursing career at Lambton College, and it's been a long journey, especially over this past year, but I wouldn't change it for the world.
Thank you, Courtney, not only for sharing your story, but for your commitment to your profession and the patients that you serve. I have no doubt these experiences will serve you very well throughout your career. Thank you as well for stepping up and continuing to use your skills and training to help our community throughout the pandemic. I personally thank you for your work, and as the president of Lambton College, I could not be more proud to know that we have nurses like you caring for our loved ones. So thank you very much, and also just great to hear from a student, and I just can't wait to have our students back in this building. So thank you. Before concluding today's announcement, first and foremost, I want to thank everybody for being here today. Our frontline healthcare workers have been fundamental in our battle against COVID-19, and today's announcement will ensure more graduates enter the profession with the qualifications and the expertise to improve healthcare delivery across this province. This is outstanding news for Lambton College students and our entire community. So thank you again to Minister Dunlop and MPP Bailey. And I also, again, want to thank our guests and speakers. Minister Dunlop, you're always welcome here, and we really appreciate you joining us so early in your tenure for this announcement. And to MPP Bailey, of course, Bob Bailey, for making the announcement today and your continued support and your support through the years. It's been incredible. My thanks to Janice McMichael Dennis and, of course, our entire Board of Governors for their ongoing efforts to help develop and move forward with different projects in our college, and certainly this beautiful building that we are in. And certainly our special guests, Shannon and Courtney, for sharing your experiences with us, so thank you. In a moment, I'm going to ask that all of our participants from today's event join us at the podium for a photo opportunity, after which we will be taking questions with our members of the media who may be here today. Once that's complete, I'm pleased to invite today's participants to join us on a tour of our world-class Nova Chemicals Health and Research Center. So thank you again to everyone for being here today, both in person and virtually. We look forward to hosting you again in the very near future and working together to emerge from the pandemic absolutely stronger than ever. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.